التحية على كلمته القيمة. والآن يسرني أن أعطي الكلمة إلى الأمين العام لرابطة جنوب شرق آسيا سورين بتسوان.
مرة ثانية الأمير كلم والثاني يروح.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. His Highness Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Jabir Al Sabah, the Emir of Kuwait, Majesties, Highnesses, Excellencies, leaders of participating Asian countries, ladies and gentlemen. At the very outset, I would like to thank the Emir of Kuwait for presiding Summit of the Asian Cooperation Dialogue. I would also like to thank the State of Kuwait for having so graciously invited me to this August Summit of the Asian Cooperation and for the hospitality extended to me and my delegation. Launched in December 1985, about 27 years ago, the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation comprises of 8 member countries: Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, the Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. The primary objectives of the association are to promote the welfare of the peoples of South Asia and to improve their quality of life, as well as to accelerate economic growth, social progress, and cultural development in the region through active collaboration and mutual assistance. Cooperation with international and regional organizations with similar aims and purposes is also a primary objective of SAARC. Your Excellencies, South Asia, home to 1/5 of the world's population, is endowed with abundance of natural and human resources. Acceleration of economic growth through regional cooperation has therefore been one of the primary objectives of SAARC. Yet, the intra-regional trade is less than 5% of the region's total exports. With this in mind, cooperation in the economic area was initiated following the completion of a study on trade, manufacturers, and services way back in 1991. Based on the recommendations of the study, most important mechanisms have been introduced for promotion of in trade, economy, finance, and related areas. Among others, a Committee on Economic Cooperation oversees cooperation in all economic areas. As recommended by the SAARC finance ministers, the Intergovernmental Expert Group in Financial Issues is drawing up a roadmap towards the South Asian Economic Union. For this purpose, a study on economic integration is currently being conducted with the help of the Asian Development Bank. Trade under SAFTA, the South Asia Free Trade Arrangement, has been increasing since the launching of Trade Liberalization Program in 2006. The cumulative figure of exports by member states has crossed the 2 billion mark. Attempts are being made to bring all intra-regional trade taking place in the region under umbrella of SAFTA by making its provisions more attractive than those available under bilateral free trade arrangements entered by some member states of SAARC. A study on enhancing trade under SAFTA is also underway. In order to promote intra-SAARC trade, SAARC has also been organizing trade fairs in member states. Your Excellencies, SAARC attaches high priority to the promotion of people-to-people contact in the region to foster mutual understanding and goodwill among peoples of South Asia. In order to realize this objective, a common initiative has been taken, including meeting of Association of SAARC speakers and parliamentarians, meeting of SAARC cabinet secretaries, recognition of professional bodies in the region. SAARC visa exemption scheme has also been in operation since 1992. Also, not only as a major component of economic growth, but as means of facilitating people-to-people contacts, the significant role of the tourism has been recognized since the early days of SAARC and reiterated by successful SAARC summits. A SAARC action plan on promotion of tourism has been adopted by the second meeting of the Tourism Ministers meeting and pursued since then. Transport connectivity is the key prerequisite for the promotion of intra-trade and people-to-people contact across the region. Following a series of intergovernmental meetings, SAARC is currently engaged with the preparatory work to launch Indian Ocean cargo ferry ferry service involving India, Maldives and Sri Lanka. Your Excellencies, let me briefly touch upon the salient features of current SAARC agenda. I do so primarily to highlight the distance that SAARC has travelled and the ground it has covered since its inception 27 years ago. Cooperation in the field of energy is one of the priority areas among SAARC member states. Securing sustainable energy supplies to meet energy needs at reasonable, affordable prices has become a major energy policy imperative of the SAARC member states. Relevant SAARC mechanisms, working group on energy and export on different energy commodities are pursuing a plan of action.
وذلك لوضع خطة للعمل تحقق أهداف تشغيل الطاقة بمستويات عالية، وبدأت هذه الخطة في تطبيق منذ إبريل في العام 1996، وقد تم استكمال هذه الخطة من خلال التعاون مع بنك التنمية الدولي، ولا تزال هناك العديد من الدراسات الخاصة بتبادل الطاقة تجري حتى هذا العام. كذلك فإننا نسعى إلى توفير الطاقة في إطار الحفاظ على البيئة والتأكيد على حماية البيئة في منطقتنا، وقد برزت العديد من المبادرات في هذا الإطار كنتيجة هذه الجهود، وتم تأسيس العديد من المؤسسات لتحفيز التعاون في هذا المجال. أصحاب السمو، إننا نسعى إلى إقرار المزيد من ميكانيزمات التعاون مع كافة المناطق والجهات الإقليمية في المنطقة، وخاصة معهد الطاقة الألماني واليونيسيف وصندوق النقد الدولي والبرنامج للتنمية للأمم المتحدة. وقد عينا أكثر من 11 خبيرا في ساك، من بينها خبراء من المملكة المتحدة واليابان والولايات المتحدة. كذلك فقد أسسنا الجامعة جنوب اسيا كجزء من جهود ساك، فيها الآن أكثر من 300,000 طالب وتدرس مستوى الماجستير والدكتوراه. كذلك فقد طورت ساك العديد من المشاريع ذات الأولوية، وذلك لتحسين مستوى التعاون على مستوى المشاريع المشتركة. وفي هذا الإطار تم تأسيس صندوق ذاك للتنمية في العام 2010، ولا يزال هذا الصندوق يشكل واحدة من أهم مناطق التعاون. ومع هذا التطور الذي تشهده ساك وبرنامج حوار التعاون الآسيوي، أعتقد أن هذا يشكل خيرا لمنطقتنا، أن يتم الحوار بين ساك وبين حوار التعاون الآسيوي ليكون حوارا مثمرا وفيه الخير لنا وللمنطقة. أشكركم شكرا جزيلا.